Welcome to another exciting game of chess. Today, we have a game between Equin Nazir, white, and Ahmed Karia, black. The game begins with the opening move of e4, followed by black's reply of e5, leading to the open game. White then advances their knight to f3, black replies with d6, and white's knight moves to c3, leading to the Philidor Defense. The Philidor Defense is a chess opening that is played in response to the most popular opening move 1, e4. It is classified under the open games category and is characterized by the moves 1, e4 e5 2, nf3 d6. The Philidor Defense is a solid and flexible opening for black, allowing them to develop their pieces harmoniously while maintaining a strong central pawn structure. Black's idea behind the Philidor Defense is to control the central squares and counterattack in the center with moves like d5, c5, and f5. While the Philidor Defense is not as popular as some other defenses to 1, e4, it has been played by many strong players throughout history, including Francois-André Danican Philidor himself, after whom the opening is named. Continue to the game. Black's bishop moves to g4, pinning white's knight on f3. However, white decides to castle kingside instead of breaking the pin with h3. Black then plays d5, attempting to challenge white's control over the center. White takes the knight with the bishop and black recaptures with the pawn. White then develops the queen to e2, placing it on the same diagonal as black's bishop. In the middle game, white initiates a knight fork, attacking both black's queen and rook with the knight. Black saves the queen, but loses the rook. However, black's king is now exposed in the center and vulnerable to attack. White continues to apply pressure with an exchange sacrifice, trading a bishop for a knight and pawn. The resulting position favors white with an extra pawn and a strong initiative. Black struggles to maintain the defense, but white finds the decisive move, attacking black's king with the queen, which leads to a checkmate. What a game! White's opening choices were solid, with a focus on controlling the center and applying pressure on black's position. The exchange sacrifice in the middle game was a bold move that paid off, resulting in a winning position for white. Black's defense was valiant, but ultimately couldn't hold against white's pressure. The final move of the game, rh4, is a beautiful checkmate, and a great way to end a well-played game of chess. In this game, Equin Nazir, playing as white, won by checkmate against Ahmed Karia, playing as black. Equin Nazir played a solid game with a well-executed opening, the Philidor Defense. The game continued with both players making sound moves, with neither player making any major blunders. However, Equin Nazir was able to take control of the center and create a dangerous pawn duo on the E and F files. He also managed to secure his pieces in good positions and make some attacking moves. Eventually, Ahmed Karia made a few imprecise moves, allowing Equin Nazir to gain a decisive advantage. In the endgame, Equin Nazir was able to use his superior position and piece activity to force a checkmate on move 29 with his rook and knight. Overall, it was a well-played game by Equin Nazir, who showed good understanding of the opening and made effective use of his pieces to gain a winning advantage.